Alright, hello, I am Edgar.
I'm Renny.
And I'm Felipe.
Alright, so for lab today, what you guys are going to learn is how to properly use Ohm's law to figure out how to make different circuits that will have equivalent resistances no matter what you add to them. So this is a final product of 8K and like 30K resistance added to a very small circuit that in the end comes out as the same equivalent resistance, which we will show you in our videos and we will show you in the data that we have. To build this first circuit, we'll show them the circuit. This first circuit right here.
First circuit right
the one
here.
on the left.
Okay.
You want to set up the batteries. You want to make sure positive is in positive and negative is in negative.
Okay.
You want to connect the positive side of the battery to the button, and then you want to connect the positive with the negative of the batteries, so that together they're 3 volts instead of just 1.5. And then you want to connect the negative plate to the actual circuit so you can start building the resistors.
Okay.
Alright. Now, after this part, you want to get 4 1K resistors.
What are the 1K resistors?
These are the 1K resistors. They're very small,
Okay.
but that's what they look like. And you want to connect them in series with each other to make a 4K resistor.
Wait, dale pausa real quick. Dale pausa real quick.
I can't pause it.
Oh.
Alright.
Alright.
I mean, you can and just edit it out. Here.
I'm not.
Right here, we're going to build the circuit right here on the left that you see on the screen.
Okay.
This is how you build it. You want to set up your batteries positive to the positive side, negative to the negative side. You want to connect the positive side of the battery to the clicker. Then you want to connect the 2 batteries together.
Okay.
You want to connect the negative side to start the actual circuit.
Okay.
Now to start the actual circuit, you want to put 4 1K ones in series.
Okay.
And you're going to put them in series to make it 4,000 overall. I can get this in here. And then to put the ones in parallel, it's a 10K and a 15K that you set up in parallel.
10 and 15.
Set this here. Alright, now these are set in parallel.
Okay.
Now you want to make sure you close your circuit. So
Close the circuit.
we're going to close it right here. And connect it here. Alright, and now we can measure ampage and voltage. So we're going to do that real quick to show you guys.
Okay. Let's start.
Alright, so now we're going to show how you get voltage and amperage. So we're going to show this getting voltage across the resistors. Voltage is measured in parallel, so this is how you measure in parallel.
Okay.
And you press the button, and right there it shows you a voltage of 1.28, 1.27, it kind of varies a little bit. And right here we have all our data set up. We'll show you how to do ampage, but here you can see the 1.28 voltage and across the 4K. So now we're going to do one of ampage real quick.
Okay. This is the ampage.
I'll show you how you measure ampage. Alright, so this is going to show you ampage. It shouldn't. Alright, yeah.
That's it.
Here, wait 1 second. We get. Alright, our current should be about 0.3. Okay. So, yep. that shows 0.3 current. 0.3 current, and we see our 0.3 current right here.
Okay.
And so that is how you set up the first circuit and how you measure it, and you're gonna have to do that across all the resistors.
Sounds.
All right, to get the 4,000 volts a little easier because our next circuit is a little bigger, we have to put them together. So this is how you do it.
So we're gonna put
You
these
just twist it
together.
around. And now these 1K resistors are in series and make a 4K resistor. You can pause it now. All right, so now we are going to build this circuit right here. It's this one. And to do that, we previously showed how to make 1K resistors into a 4K resistor and put them in series. So the first resistors, 4K in series, right? And that is connected to a 15K. These little guys. Parallel here with a 15 and a 10. And so what we're gonna do here to do that is you get a 1K or a 4K together, and you put it like this. Now you put it like this. Kind of get it in here. These kind of came apart a little bit, so just connect them. All right, so that's connected there, and then we got to put a 10K and a 15K in parallel right here. All right. And now, as always, we have to finish our circuit. That'll take a second. Alright. So the circuit is done here. So we gotta first connect these so it's running through one circuit. And then we gotta get this circuit to run through our button. And that is a finished circuit. Now we're going to show you just the voltage going through this first 15K one and what the numbers you should be getting are. So this is voltage. We want this running on 20.
Okay.
All right. And so when I press this, we get 1.92. And if you look at our 15K right here, we're getting 1.92. All right.
Perfect.
Now we're gonna run that through with ampage real quick. Alright, set. And we get 0.13. Right there, you see it. And then right here, we're getting the same thing. And that's how you run through the circuit. We are going to add a 4,000 and a 15,000 and show that the equivalent resistance is going to stay the same. Alright? And so to do that, we start by putting our 4K series as usual. Here. And then we want to put the 15K parallel. Go ahead and show them here. This is the circuit that we're building. It's on there. The top one. That's the circuit that's being built right now.
Okay, top one.
Alright, you guys keep building this. Alright, putting these together, and we're just putting another 15 through here. Fat fingers. Alright, now we're going to connect one more 4K through here. Alright, now here's where we put a 10K and a 15K in parallel with each other. Alright, so as always, you want to close your circuit, but also we need to connect our circuits with each other. So this needs to go to here. Then this one needs to go from here to here. And then the last circuit, we're going to get one of these out real quick, is going to be connected to our button. Alright, now we're going to measure our equivalent resistance, and in our next video, we are going to build another circuit with another 4K and another 15K, and we're going to show that the equivalent resistances are the same. So the equivalent resistance for this one is, so our first voltage is 3.21, so you can see it right here. Point at it. You can see it right here.
3.21.
Yeah, and now we're gonna get our current.
Okay.
All right. No, that is not right. Here, pause it.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to measure our ampage, and when we measure, it gives us 0.32, which is what we have here, and according to Ohm's law, V equals IR, our resistance comes out as 10. So you can close that there. So for this last circuit, we're going to add another 4K and another 15K resistors, and we're going to show that the equivalent resistance is going to be the same as the last one, as you saw in the last video. So to do that, we have to start our circuit right off the battery, so it'll fit in our holder, in our circuit board. I have to reconnect this. Right? So we put the first 15K through here. Right? Another one. Right. Another 15K through here. Oh, we gotta connect one through here first. Right. Put this in here. Need one more for this one. Right. On this last one, we want to put the 15 and the 10K in parallel with each other.
Like that.
Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to measure the equivalent voltage and the equivalent current. And so, oh yeah, as I've been saying and I failed to do this time, we got to close the circuit.
Okay. Close the circuit.
Yes, that is very important, or else nothing will happen. Do not close the circuit, no electricity flows through it.
Okay.
So first we're going to measure the voltage, equivalent voltage. And we get 3.21, which is what we have written down here. As you can see, now we will get the current. Alright, we measure that, and we get 0.32. And if you put that into a calculator, you will get a resistance of 10. So, as shown here, our resistance from our last trial that had a 4K and a 15K less was still equivalently 10. And so now what we're going to show you is what happens if you don't have the effects of a myelin sheath on there. And so to do that, we're going to take out this 10K, and you're going to see that we have completely different resistances.
Make sure
Pause it.